everyone, I hope y'all are having a great day, and today I want to talk about Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. I know, I'm late to jump on the Aristotle and Dante train. Right when it was published, it made a huge splash in the blogosphere, and it got so much praise and popularity, as you can tell by all of these awards. And then later, it got buzz on BookTube as well. But anyway, this book has been out for over 2 years now, and I finally read it. You can probably tell already, but I checked this out at the library, which is not something that happens very often. But after reading it, I think I'm gonna have to buy my own copy because I loved this book. This review is going to be spoiler-free, so if you haven't read Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, please continue watching. I want to convince you to read this book. I was a little worried going into this book because there was so much hype around it, and sometimes hype can ruin a book for you, you know? So I was a little worried, but I really didn't need to be. This book definitely holds its own. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe is what I would consider a character-driven story. I'm not giving you a synopsis because I wouldn't know how. I don't think there's a main plot going on in this book. It's just the story of the friendship that grows between Aristotle and Dante. Plot-wise, I thought some parts were slow, while in other parts, everything seemed to be happening at once. But it was a journey I loved going on. The writing in this book is quite remarkable. Sometimes it seems underwhelming. There will be sentence after sentence after sentence that starts with the word "and," which is like writing that you see a lot of in YA, and you might think that the writing isn't anything special, but you continue reading and then suddenly there's no air. And that's my super lame way of telling you that the prose takes your breath away. There are these certain sentences that almost take you out of the story, the way they force you to reread the sentences over and over again, and they make you wonder how such simple words can produce such a grand impact. These sentences are simple and gorgeous and seem to hold these incredible truths about life, and it's very well balanced too. Right when you think the writing is getting ordinary, Benjamin Alire Saenz does it again. It's like he's trying to sneak in these tiny little snapshots of your own life into the book, trying to see if you'll notice. So yeah, I loved the writing. I think that Benjamin Alire Saenz is a very, very talented writer. Aristotle goes by Ari. He's our main character, and he's a very, very interesting boy. He has a lot of internal conflict going on. I wasn't really sure whether I liked him or not, but regardless of how well I connected with his character or how well I liked him, I really enjoyed reading about him. His journey through life and understanding himself as well as others around him was very, very fascinating. Dante is a boy Ari meets at the swimming pool one day, and Dante is like fresh air and rain and sunshine. He seems so pure and natural. He never tries to be anybody else but himself. He doesn't quite talk like anybody else, he doesn't treat his parents like anybody else, and he's just a very individual boy who has the warmest heart and the biggest smile. Aristotle and Dante's relationship is the best. They're just immediately gravitated toward each other. Their relationship is unlike anything I have ever read. I love them when they're together. The thing about Aristotle and Dante is that based on the way they connect and converse, it's like they weren't even truly living before they met each other. One of my favorite things about this book was family. When people think of parents in YA, they think non-existent or only there to set up conflict. Or maybe that's just me, but I loved the families in this book. Ari's parents are amazing. When you first see Ari's family, it's like they're just wading through this suffocating silence, and the mother will sometimes occasionally stir them around. But eventually, Ari and his parents become so open and understanding and loving towards each other, and it is beautiful. Dante's parents are the same way. There is so much love and understanding in both of these families, and it is just incredibly depicted. The parents are just so fantastic, and I love that they're so present in this novel. I can't remember the last time I ever read a book where the parental figures had as much dialogue as they had in this one. It was just so well done. The ending of this book is one of my favorite endings of all time, probably. It just makes you feel so good. It makes you feel so happy. But then you realize that means the book is over, so that kind of sucked. I want to recommend this book to everybody. Every single person should read this book. I'm not saying it's flawless because it's not. It has its flaws. I'm gonna keep this vague because it's spoiler free, but the reason for the first hospital trip definitely had me suspending my disbelief. And also Susie and Gina, I felt like were really underdeveloped. And there are a few other smaller details that I would have changed, but in the grand scheme of things, those little flaws really don't even matter. All I think of when I think Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe is this book might potentially change someone's life out there. And at the very least, it's an amazing read. And now I'm just another voice in this infinite crowd that's shouting praise for this book, but I really think it deserves it. If you've read Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, please let me know what you thought about it. You probably liked it, right? And if you haven't read this book, please tell me if this review convinced you even a little bit to give this book a try. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and happy reading. Goodbye! And he's just a very individual book. What am I saying? He's a human. It says coffee, but it's lying to you. It's actually cranberry juice. Okay, so my dad texted me saying, steak tonight, okay? And I said, and he said, good. Thanks, Dad.